Let's head over to our parking lot. Let's zoom in over here in front of this building over here. And you may remember that in our InfraWorks model, we had a 2D AutoCAD file that we were using as background. Now, obviously, that did not come through as part of the FBX. But again, in Twinmotion, we can use the decals to recreate what we had. So under decals, just go to parking lot 1 single and drag and drop it onto your model. You'll notice that it gets put into the hierarchy. We want to change the Z rotation. Now you could use this little sort of banana over here, but I find that sometimes it's a little difficult and you have to make sure that the snap value is exactly what you want. So what I do is I just usually change it within the transform. So in the transform on the right hand side, we change the Z rotation to -181 and hit OK. So that's a little bit better. We're going to grab it and we're going to stick it into where we want. And again, what we could do is if we wanted to create an array of parking and then save it like we did with our zebra crossing, it's just a case of making sure that you hold down Shift, hold down your left mouse button and pull it to where you want. I'm going to cancel that because I don't really want to create an array right now. But what I do want you to know is that if this is not selected, so I've hit escape, so nothing is selected within my model, it's really difficult to get these decals. So it's easier just to kind of go and grab it in the hierarchy rather than trying to click on it and select it that way. It's just something that I found was easier when I was using the software in earnest. The other thing I'd like you to remember is that when you click and drag in order to create a copy, you have to make sure you click and drag with your mouse in this little orange triangle over here. Otherwise, it's not going to do anything. So see, I'm clicking, I'm dragging, nothing's happening. Just something to bear in mind so that you don't get incredibly frustrated. So what you want to do is you want to select it. You want to make sure you're in the little orange triangle. You hold down your mouse and you move it to where you want. Another thing to bear in mind, see over here on the right-hand side, as I move my array, it's starting to disappear. Now, this is one of the things that it's going to take you a little bit more time in order to work with this. So what you would have to do here is you would have to put in a single parking line or just use another type of marking, because this is a factor of the fact that there's a change in the terrain. I haven't come up with a quicker workaround, but it is what it is. You cannot, however, just pull up the Z because then it disappears. That's because the decal has to be on the terrain. If you were looking for other types of decals, so we've got graffiti, you can just click and place that on the wall. There are stacks and stacks of really neat, very, very detailed decals that you can use to make your model more photorealistic. You've got road damage, you've got building damage, you've got signs, you've got graffiti, you have all sorts of things. And you can just play around with these and see how you can enhance your model and make it look the way your clients want it to.